everybody, welcome back for day number 7. We're just like ripping through these days super quickly. Yesterday, day 6, we grounded a lot. We took a little bit more time than we have been previously to kind of just slow down a little bit. Maybe it was still a little bit of a challenge, but we did give our bodies a little bit of a rest. So today might be upping the intensity again. That's what I'm thinking, about 20-30 minutes, and then just straight into it. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to come to an easy seat on the mat. You guys should know the drill by now. Grounding through the sit bones, sitting up nice and tall. We'll take about 1 minute here. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall through the crown of the head, pulling the shoulders back gently, and then tilting the chin down slightly to find a little bit of length through the back of the neck. And from there, just go ahead and blink the eyes shut, palms rest on tops of the knees, and the palms face up or down, whichever you prefer. You're starting to tap into your senses a little bit here, bringing yourself to your intention for your practice today if you haven't already established one. And just starting to kind of lengthen through the breath here, the inhales, the exhales. Again, looking for that parallel breath, utilizing that throughout your practice to maintain focus. And so from here, once you start to draw that breath out, it becomes a little bit more even. Go ahead and make it a little bit more audible here. So dragging the breath across the back of the throat. So again, making it audible. You should be able to hear yourself breathing, and it should sound slightly labored. So we'll take about 3 to 5 breaths like that, just letting the mind slow down. Noticing the chest expand and lift as you inhale. Noticing the belly draw closer to the spine as you exhale. We'll take about 2 more breaths. So on the top of your next inhale, we're going to bring the arms to rise towards the sky, drawing the palms to touch, and as you exhale, bringing those palms towards the front of the heart. Taking about 3 breaths here to set an intention or dedication, not mandatory, always optional. And like I say at every video, I just like to give this option if anything is resonating with you guys today, anything is laying kind of heavy on your heart or your mind. You can kind of keep that with you as you practice today. Let that be your driving force, or let that be kind of your catalyst to maintain focus, your medium. All right, once you've set that intention or dedication, go ahead and roll over the tops of the knees. We'll start in tabletop position. Okay, so tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We'll start with some cat-cows. Inhale, lifting the gaze, dropping the belly, flaying the sit bones. Exhale, pressing into the hands, rounding into the spine. Really trying to brace into that core here and find a little bit of kind of work. So going at your own pace. Stay long through the arms, keeping the shoulders out of the ears. We'll take about 3 more. Inhale, lift. Just again, flowing with your own parallel breath for 2. And take 1 more here. So last time, inhale to lift, and exhale, rounding into the spine. All right, so for right here, inhale that right leg to the back of the mat. Point the toes either down or towards the back of the room. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, just draw the knee as close as you can to that chest. Hold. Inhale, re-extend. We're going to go for 4. Exhale, bring it in. Hold, squeeze. You should feel the core light up. And then inhale to re-extend. 2 more. Exhale, bring it in. Trying to lift that knee. Hold, hold, hold. And then inhale as you extend that right leg. Try not to bring it up here, but try to keep it in line with the hips. I can't really see because I don't have a mirror, but just kind of wherever feels parallel, or I guess in line with your hips for you. So inhale, re-extend that right leg. Hold it. Reach that left arm out in front of you. Exhale, a little balance challenge. Bring the knee and elbow to touch. 4 of these. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw in together, hold, squeeze, find a little fire in the belly, and then inhale to re-extend. Beautiful. 2 more. So if you're finding that you're kind of wobbly here, a little bit more core engagement will help kind of satisfy that grounding experience. Inhale, re-extend, and then exhale, just drop that left hand and right knee back to the mat. Inhale, left leg up, point it to the back of the mat. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest, hold. Inhale out, 3 more. Again, try to use that parallel breath here to make sure you are trying to maintain that breathing technique throughout your practice today, because it definitely helps kind of satisfy the need to stay focused. It definitely helps with that focus. So right here, bring that right arm out in front of you. Exhale, we've got 4 rounds, bringing everything in together, working to find that nice core brace, warming up properly here. 2 more. So even as you extend the hand and the foot behind you, try to make sure that you're actively putting your mind into your stomach and you can feel the belly light up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drop it down to the mat. Okay, from right here, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Take a few moments here, a few breaths to draw one heel at a time towards the mat, bending into the opposite knee. And trying to warm up and find length through the low spine and the backs of the legs. Taking these as fast or as slow as you kind of deem fit. So from right here, let's inhale the right leg up. Go ahead and exhale, step it to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms, come to your high lunge. Nice length through the back of that left leg, and you're engaging through that entire leg, bending into the right knee. Make sure we're not splaying the knee out past the toes, keeping that heel kind of tracking over the ankle. Lifting through the heart. Alright, so from right here, bring the hands to heart center. Your big step forward with that left leg. Tap the toe, and then right back to the back of the mat. Back to your high lunge, so hold. And we're just gonna kind of work on building a little grounding, a little foundation here for your practice. Take an inhale, toe tap to the front of the mat. Exhale, step it to the back with that left foot, hold. All right, now our next inhale, we're gonna bring that left foot forward, but we're gonna step it up. So you've got option 1, what we're doing just tapping the toe and then stepping back, or option 2, stand, draw the knee up. Step it back. So right here, actively putting your mind in that right hip and squeezing here to try to really get that great hip engagement. Inhale, lift. One more time. Hold. Step it up. Haha. All right, back. Go down to frame that right foot. Step the right foot back. So right here, we're just gonna take a quick 5-second negative push-up. Again, no vinyasas. 5, 4, lots of control. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, press up, and then that turns into your downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step that left foot to the front of the mat. All right, so from right here, inhale, lift through the upper body, through the chest. Find that great hip engagement in the left leg. Check in with yourself. Make sure you can really feel this kind of working those hip muscles. Should feel a nice big stretch as well in the front of that right hip flexor. Next inhale, little step to the front of the mat, tap, right back. You can keep the hands in front of the heart, or you can keep them extended to the sky, whichever kind of option you want. Inhale up, exhale back. We'll take one more. Hold for just a second, maybe a breath or so. Really squeeze into the legs. Try to activate every muscle you can. Inhale, step, exhale back. All right, now, 3 rounds of the same thing. You can keep that option A, or you can go with B. So inhale, whatever option you need. Tight core if you choose to lift this right knee. Step it back, lift the chest. Ground, engage. Once you feel everything light up, inhale, step it forward. So your legs should be starting to get a little fire going in them. You should feel the hip engaging, you should feel it burning a little bit. You should feel that front right hip opening a lot. Last one. Inhale, hold. Exhale, step it back. Go down to frame that left foot. Slide the left foot back to meet the right. Fingers wide where you're on the fist. If you're having some wrist stability issues, 5 second negative. 5, 4, elbow stick tracking over the wrist. 3, 2, 1. It's all good. All right, so let's see from right here. Inhale, right leg up. Let's go. Exhale that right knee to the back of the right tricep. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale, re-extend. 2 more. Bring it in on an exhale. Rock the weight forward. Hold, brace, brace, brace. Inhale, bring it back up. 1 more. So rock it forward. Inhale up. All right, this time, big step to the outside of the right hand with that right foot. So step it up. Good. Take a little movement here. Awesome. All right, so just moving however you feel kind of the need to right here. So anything organic, any free range movement, whatever feels good for you. All right, let's do this. Go ahead and if you want, you can drop to the left knee. If you want, you can stay off of the left knee. We're just gonna kind of gently press that right knee away from the midline of the body, opening through the chest, pressing through the knee. Make sure you take the time here to feel this because you're gonna want it with what I'm thinking we're gonna do in a second here. All right, let that right knee come back into alignment. You can stay keeping the left knee down or keep it up. Left hand stays planted. Inhale, bring the right arm up to the sky. Hold. Big stretch in the outside of the right hip. Now listen, as you exhale, you can watch before you do. So exhale, reaching that right arm under the left armpit. Don't let that right hand go back down to the mat. Reach, hold, core, brace. Inhale, re-extend. 2 more. Exhale, draw it in. Twist, hold for brace. Inhale, back up. 1 more time. Down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Drop that left knee. Find a little bit of relief in that left tricep. Now listen, it's gonna be a weird transition. Take that left foot, try to bring it like under, I guess, windshield wiper the left foot to kind of come as close to that right hip as possible. From here, quarter turn to the left. Right leg is extended to the front of the mat. Hips go back, reach the arms forward. Big groin stretch right here. Try to find some release. All right, from right here, walk the hands a little closer to about the edge of your mat. Then left hand comes to the outside of that left knee, under the left shoulder. Reach the right arm to the back of the mat. Press the hips forward, brace the core. Try to find a good engagement here. You're squeezing the glutes. You're really trying to just find that vertical alignment. So from right here, try to rock a little bit more weight into that left leg. Lift, or the left leg, left arm, lift that right foot, and then keeping your fingertips and your toes of the right side of your body parallel here in line with one another. So from right here, reach the right arm to the sky, keep the right leg suspended, drop the right foot slowly as soon as your toe touches the mat, right back up, hold, extend, outer hip work, 4 more, down, 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 slow, touch, right back up. So 3, 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, lift. Perfect. 1 more time, down, touch, re-extend. So right here, drop the right foot to the top of the mat. Bring the right fingertips to the right temple. If you want, you can stay on that left knee. When I say crunch, you're gonna come here, or option B, you're gonna lift. So this is gonna be a challenge here. All the weight rocks into the left hand, and you crunch here, bringing the knee to the elbow. Left knee, right elbow. So we'll start, and we'll go for 5. Option A, keep the knee down. Option B, lift that left knee. Wherever you're at, exhale, bring it in, hold. Inhale, down. Got 5. Down, touch, hold. 3, 2, 1. Down. Okay, 3 more. Exhale, twist, hold for the core. Inhale. Exhale, bring it together. Awesome job, guys. 1 more. All right, great. So from right here, let's take a quarter turn back to the front of the mat. All right, so from right here, you're on the left knee, you're framing the right foot. go ahead. You're gonna take a big lift here, coming either here to your kind of runner's lunge, or you can come right up into your standing split. So right here, we're gonna take some curtsy lunges. We'll take 5 of these. So exhale, drop the knees to touch, weight stays in that right heel. Inhale, re-extend the left leg up. 4 to go. Exhale, hold, hold, hold. Inhale up, 3-second hold. If you want to work more on your balance, bring the hands to your chest. So this is a huge challenge here. If you want, you can keep the hands down, hold. Inhale, re-extend, 2 more. And touch the knees on an exhale. Inhale, re-extend, oh. See, balance challenge. 1 more time, exhale, bring it in. And inhale, re-extend. Perfect, left foot steps to the back of the mat. All right, and here's what we're gonna do. Last little burnout. Inhale, come to your high lunge. Now, as we exhale, we're gonna goal post the arms. I'm gonna face this way. Sasha's gonna face the front, just to give you guys different perspectives. So right here, you're in your high lunge. We're gonna take 5 reps. Exhale, elbows. So you guys watch real quick, and then we'll go. Just hold your lunge right now. Let it burn a little bit. We're gonna exhale, elbows in line with the shoulders. We're working on opening through the heart and expanding through the chest. So exhaling, dropping that left knee, touch the mat. Inhale, re-extend the arms and the legs. 4 more. Exhale, down, touch. Inhale, right back up. If this is too much on that left knee or that right hip, you've got option to come here. Just go down a little bit. You don't have to go all the way down. And back up, 2 more. Whatever option you need to take. Down, up. Last one, exhale, hold, hold, hold. Inhale, shoot right back up. Exhale to frame that right foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Okay, so 5-second negative push-up. 5, 4, 3, open the chest. 2, 1, up, down dog. You're gonna have to help me remember some of that. So if you guys come to my classes, you know that I'll get lost occasionally in the flow, but that's why I got my cool students that'll help me remember. So inhale the left leg up. We got 3 rounds. Left elbow to left tricep. Hold. Rock the weight forward. Lift. Inhale up. Exhale. Draw it in. Hold. Inhale up. 1 more time, guys. Stay with the work. Exhale. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, left leg up. 3-legged dog. Now listen, exhale, you're gonna step that left foot to the left edge of your mat, outside of that left foot. Big step forward. Here's your lizard. Move about. Forward and back, left and right. Ballistic stretching up and down if you are into that. Either way, just finding a little bit more range, a little bit more space to move throughout that left hip here. This should feel very nice. Now option A, drop to the right knee. Option B, keep the right knee lifted. Either way, you're coming right here. Left hand just above the left knee, so right where that quad muscle is, or begins. And then you're gonna inhale, lift, extend through the chest and the left arm, rocking to the nice side edge of that left foot, taking the gaze over that left shoulder here. Nice little twist. All right, let that left knee come back into alignment. Now, if you're on that right knee, you can stay, or if you're lifting the right knee, you can stay there. Either way, inhale, left arm up. Now exhale, taking the left hand under the right armpit and reaching to that right corner of the mat. You should feel the core light up. Inhale, lift. Feel this stretch through that left hip, and then exhale, feel the brace throughout the midsection of the body. Inhale, lift. 1 more. Exhale, down. And inhale, right back up. All right, perfect. Exhale, drop that left hand back to the inside of the left foot. And then from right here, where do we go?
We turned, didn't we?
That's exactly it. Okay, so drop the right knee, and then go ahead and just windshield wiper that left foot towards the left hip. Bring the hands to the outside edge of the right mat, and then left foot is extended to the front of the mat. So right here, back the hips up. You should feel this nice pull throughout that left side of the inner left leg. So right through that groin. Awesome. Okay, so from right here, I'm going to walk that right hand to the outside of the right knee. So I'm gonna let her face this way. I'm gonna face the opposite direction and kind of just try and mirror. So rock the weight into the right knee, and then from here, you are going to reach that left arm. So don't pick the left foot up quite yet. Just reach that left arm to the back of your mat. So from right here, now bring that left arm or left wrist directly above the left shoulder, and we're going to, on an inhale, lift that left leg up towards the sky. So big lift, and then exhale, 3, 2, 1. As soon as the toe hits the mat, re-extend to the top. 3, 2, 1, lift. 3, 2, 1, lift. We got 2 more. Really squeezing into that outer left glute. One more time. That's perfect. All right, right here, trying to extend that left arm in line with the left toes, reaching that left arm to, or I guess separating the left wrist and the left foot. Hold, build a little stability. Perfect, drop that left foot. You can come back to kind of that groin stretch position, and then either way, we're gonna take a quarter turn back to the front of it. Oh, we skipped it, yeah, true. All right, see, that's why I need other people here, because then I get it both ways. Okay, so right here, we're gonna go with those 5 little ab sets we just did. So you can lift the knee or you can keep it down, the right knee. Either way, exhale, bring it all in, hold.
Just fell over.
Love that for you. Inhale, reopen. Exhale, hold. Inhale out. 3 more. Lots of control here. Working into the deep core muscles for 1 more round. Awesome. All right, now, is that everything?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, perfect. So let's take that quarter turn back to the front of the mat. So right knee's down. Last thing we're gonna do, those little curtsy lunges, and then we'll take those low lunge lifts. So right here, runner's lunge. Inhale the right leg up. Big pull on that left hamstring. Exhale, drop the knees to touch. Weight stays in the left heel, a little bend. Inhale, lift. Don't forget about your balance challenge. Bringing the hands to heart center. Hold. Inhale, extend. So lots of control required here. Inhale up, 2 more. Down. Up. Last one. Touch the knees, little bend in the left leg. Inhale, lift. Right foot floats to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms. Don't fall over. Well, if you do. If you do fall over like us, just rejoin us back to the high lunge. So right here, we'll take 5 repetitions. Don't forget, if you feel like this is too much lunging, you can just come here, little movements, right? So either way, exhale, draw that right knee to the ground, open through the heart. Inhale. So for me, this is my right hip, my bad one. I'm probably gonna take the lesser variation here just to kind of not get so deep. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze through that left hip. Exhale, down, hold. Inhale, lift. 2 more. Down. Up. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale to frame that left foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right. 5-second push-up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, lift. Down dog. Drop the knees mat width apart. Touch the toes. Go ahead and back the hips up. We'll take a second here, maybe about 3 to 5 breaths to try to reconnect and realign our focus, our intention. Just coming back to that parallel breath mainly. So big stretch in the hips here. You should feel that a lot from all that work we just did. So feel this nice pull through the lateral sides of the body, reaching those arms forward to get that great pull. So 2 more breaths. All right, go ahead and come back up. Cross the ankles. You're gonna sit back over those ankles. Okay, so from yesterday, from day 6, we did a lot of kind of lifting work, elevated legs, stuff like that. So today we're gonna get into those hip flexors and those quads a little bit more. So go ahead and shadow split right here. Separate the feet outsides of the edges of the mat. Lift the chest, quarter turn to the right. Frame the right thigh with both hands. So we don't wanna be back here. We wanna make sure we're lifting through the chest, nice squared upper body. From here, weight stays in the hips. Inhale, lift. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. 3 more. Inhale up. 3, 2, 1. Down. Right back up for number 3. We got one more after this. Hold. Drop it. One more time. Inhale up. Big squeeze in that right quad, that right hip flexor. 2, 1. Drop. All right, right into the left side. Quarter turn to the left. Square the chest off to that left foot. Lift the chest. Pull the shoulder blades back gently. Weight stays in the hips. From right here, take an inhale. We're gonna lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it. 3 to go. Right back up. Lift. Hold. Squeeze and extend. 2, 1. Down.
That's right here.
Yeah. So the outer hip should be feeling the kind of not benefits, but the squeeze and the pull from that last set. And inhale, left leg up. You only got 2 more. And drop it. One more time. Inhale up. Right back down.
Oh my god, this
yeah.
really hurts right here.
Yeah. Okay, so bring those feet to the front of the mat. Actually, go ahead and bring the feet close to the body. Come to a cross-leg seat. And then from right here, we're just going to sit for just a second. Really try to kind of position yourself. Yeah. Get a little bit of alleviation from those kind of hips that we just built up. So you can rock forward and back, kind of side to side if that feels good. We'll get into another kind of deeper stretch in just a second. All right, so from right here, try to parallel your right shin to the front of the mat. You're gonna sit to that right glute. Bring the left knee behind the right heel. All right, so from right here, we got 90 degrees in the right leg, or 90 degrees in the right knee, about 90 in the back knee. Try to square the chest off to that front of the mat, so this nice straight line we got. And then inhale, lift. Gonna exhale, starting to kind of fold, so half pigeon here, or your warm up into your pigeon. So you can walk the hands out here. If that feels good, you can drop to the forearms. For me, where I get most of this, because I obviously have super tight hips even before my surgery, this is where I will stay kind of posting on my left hand on the foot, right hand just above the knee, not directly on it. And then I kind of just try to fold here while keeping that right knee down. I can really get a lot of pull here, but it's obviously within, my comfort levels. Like I still feel a pull, but it's not so, demanding of my hip opening or closing, stretching here, that I feel like, it's too much. And that's kind of where you want to be. Active sensation happening here, and it's hard to kind of just sit with this. All right, let's start to come back up. All right, so from right here, you can bring that left shin kind of parallel to the front of the mat, sitting to the left hip, right knee behind the left heel. Inhale, lift through the chest, squaring off to the front of the mat. And then from here, however you enter this on the opposite side, that's how you will do so here. And you might feel, again, I say this, muscle imbalances, range of motion imbalances. I've always had a super tight right hip, even before the surgery, obviously that's why I got it, but this one I can get a little bit deeper. So, right here, I might try to ease my way into dropping my forearms to the mat. So this is about the same level of kind of pull that I feel over here, but obviously I'm going a little bit deeper into it. So stay for another 2 breaths. And just using your exhales here to try to get a little bit deeper. Obviously, like I just said, not going past your limitations here, staying within your working boundaries. Next inhale, start to come back up. All right, so from right here, go ahead and we're just gonna come to kind of stand on the knees right here. We're just gonna lift through the chest and kind of press the hips forward. We're not gonna go into camel right here. We're just gonna kind of go into like a mild version of camel. So squeezing the glutes, pressing the hips forward. Just try to find a little bit of length through the front of the hips. Open through the heart here. You shouldn't feel this in the low back. I mean, maybe we are pretty much getting into camel. So as you inhale, reaching the shoulder blades back, opening through the heart. If you start to feel this in the low back, you've gone too far. So right here, if you feel like you're cranking, but you're like, oh, I feel so great on my hips, that's not what we want here. All I'm doing this for is just to kind of get a little release from all that leg work we just did in the hip flexors. So squeezing the glutes, pressing the hips forward, just leaning back slightly and opening through the heart. Going for more of a candy cane shape here. Keeping the core engaged, protect the back. Now nice and tall, come back up, keep the core engaged. All right, so from right here, we're gonna go straight into our, I just try to combine those two words. We're gonna go back to school, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go back and take some grammar lessons. Okay, so right here, we're gonna go right back into our crow pose. This is gonna take, I'm not gonna spend a huge amount of time because I spent about 7 to 8 minutes on day 6 kind of going through these. I showed option, I wanna say 6 or 7, the jumping into it, so I'll go all the way up to that point, and I'm probably gonna go into a one-leg crow, so just to kind of demo that. So we're gonna run through these really quickly. Sasha's going to be just kind of striving for hang time, things of that nature, just working on her crow. I'm gonna show the options, the more difficult progressions, and we're just gonna kind of go from there. So, and then pause the video, of course, where you need to. If you want 5 minutes of crow versus 20 minutes of crow, you can pause it and kind of, that's the benefits of doing these online. So right here, option 1, we're gonna run through these together real quick. All right, so coming to kind of the balls of the feet, however you want to get into this. Knees, we should know by now the setup for these. I shouldn't really have to go too far into them. So fingers are spread wide, gripping through the thumb and the index. Elbow creases are facing forward. And then right here, your knees either find your armpits or they find the backs of the triceps. So from there, we bend at the elbows and we rock the way forward. Little core compression, then we rock back. That's option 1, working on that, anterior compression. Option 2, same setup, rock forward. Now you're just gonna lift one foot, put it down, rock back, rock forward, lifting through the left foot. Core compression, drop it, and we go back. So those are your 2 entries. Option 3, getting the hang time, right? Lifting, whatever variation you need to.
It's been a few days.
Yeah. She's got upper body after this too, so it's gonna be a good day for her. So I did my upper body the other day, so triceps are killing me right now, but it's okay because I'm getting a little massage with my knees here. It feels kind of nice. All right, so there, your hang time, options 1 through 3. So she's gonna work on that, and then as I kind of progress through the more difficult variations, you guys just pause the video whenever you find it necessary, and yeah, as soon as I finish these last progressions, we're gonna go and do a quick stretch, call it a day. So option 4, what was it? Oh, headstand. So finding your crow, tucking the chin, dropping to the head, and then staying here and coming back to crow, or going into your headstand. So everyone, you feel like working on today. There you go, look at you. Yeah, there you go. See, but you're gonna fall, guys. It's gonna happen. That stuff is just part of, the yogic experience. It just kind of teaches you, drop the ego. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I fell. I say in my classes all the time, like try your headstand, try, the jump switch or whatever I'm cueing. Like, if you don't try, you will never know. So, there's no harm in trying, obviously, unless you break your nose. But when you bail, try to bail to the side. So that's option 4, the crow to the headstand. Option 5, down dog, inhale, right leg lift. Right knee to the right tricep, boom, walking into the crow. Option 6, I'm losing count, can't count either. So we talked about this yesterday. So you meet in your down dog. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Inhale, jump. Right back into it. So that's option 6. 7, we're gonna go into that one leg crow. And so this walking variation, option 5, this one right here. So from down dog, inhale, right leg up, and then you bring it here. So you might find that dragging that foot is pretty hard up there, and it should be, but the good thing about that is if you start to get that, going into this next variation might be a little bit easier than if you just try to get it one time. So down dog, inhale, right leg up, exhale, rock the way forward, knee to the right tricep, bend at the elbows, lift. So right there. So like I said, that walking into crow, not a very popular transition. Just more so doing that in preparation of this, because once you have the ability to kind of drag, it's almost harder to drag that foot up into the crow than to just lift. And you might feel like you could just straight up lift that left or opposite leg right when you get in there. Gosh, another breath. Okay, so pause the video, work on your crow. Next video is going to be Friday. That's when I will demo the crane, and yeah, we'll go from there. Take whatever option you need. been getting a lot of great responses from you guys, just kind of working on this, like, you know, getting hang time. And that's all this is really about. Nothing too serious, just, you know, something that people don't want to try in typical classes because, you know, call it what you want. They're embarrassed. They don't want to do it because in reality, that's, you know, I've had people tell me that, and I know that. I understand it. But that's the great thing about, you know, doing this from the comfort of your own home or wherever it is that you're doing this with. Just something to work on. That way, you know, you go back, you feel comfortable taking a yoga class. You feel comfortable trying to get into a crow. It's not so much about getting the crow itself. It's just about trying something new, right? Just trying something that seems daunting, seems like unachievable, but, you know, this is a very accessible pose to a lot of people, and I always try to, you know, get that point across when explaining this. So, now that this long lecture is over, let's go ahead and stretch it out a little bit. All right, so go ahead and drop the knees here. Oh gosh. All right, go ahead and just step that right foot forward. Come into your low lunge. Lift through the chest. Keep the right hand posted on top of that right knee. We're just gonna inhale the left arm up. And we'll call this a quick one. So right here as we exhale, drawing the left hand to the back of the room, opening through the heart. Really big pull in that left hip. Keep the hips pressing forward. Inhale, reach that left arm up. We'll take 2 more. You did this one? There you go. Nice. Inhale, sweep it back up. Square the hips off. 1 more time. Big exhale, drawing the left hand to the back of the mat. Let the hands or let the gaze follow that left hand. Then inhale, right back up. Okay, so from right here, back the hips up over that left knee. Point the right toes up and then pull them towards the shin. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Nice long spine, more control than what I just had. Go ahead and fold with a nice long spine. Trying to pull the right hip back, left hip pushes forward. Really intensify this. If you need to come out of it a little bit, feel free. All right, and then from right here, bring that right hand to the inside of the right leg. And just kick that right foot out in line with the hips to the side. You can move that right foot up a little bit higher, maybe 1 inch to 3 inches higher than the, you know, in lateral alignment with that right hip. And then from right here, just backing those hips up. So we've kind of already been here today, just getting a little more release from that groin. Awesome. And then from right here, go ahead and bring that right knee in to meet the left. Stand on the knees. Left foot steps forward. Left hand to the top of the left knee. Press into the hips. But again, if this is really intense or, you know, the flooring you're on isn't ideal, you can fold up the edge of your mat and then giving yourself just a little bit more padding underneath, taking that pressure off of that kind of knee, there, whatever pressure point in your knee is kind of reacting to. So inhale, right arm up. Exhale, sweeping the right arm to the back of the room, and then using that left hand to draw that left knee outwards so you really get a nice opening expansion through the heart. Inhale, right back up with the right hand. Exhale, draw it to the back. Gaze over that right hand. Inhale, right arm up 1 more time. Exhale, draw the right arm to the back of the mat. Balance everywhere.
A little wobbly.
I know, yeah, seriously. Inhale the right arm back up. Okay, from right here, back the hips up over that right knee. Re-extend the left leg. Nice inhale, lift, nice spinal alignment. Oh, exhale, forward, lots of control. Left hip pulls back, right hip pushes forward. Lots of alignment through the spine here. So we're really trying to reach the chest, and I always say this, not so much the nose to the toes, but that's what I used to say, but then I always got this. So we want to reach the chest to the toes. So we're reaching forward a little further with that upper body here. Keeping that nice alignment through the spine. Perfect. From right here, bring that left hand to the inside of the left shin. Left foot in line with the left hip or 1 to 3 inches above. I like to go a little bit above because it gives you more kind of a sensation through that right or left, whatever leg you're stretching. So for this one, the left groin gives you a little bit more throughout there. And just backing the hips up to wherever you can kind of feel into this area. So just if you're like, where am I supposed to be feeling this? Left groin, lots of opening here. Okay, so from right here, bring the left knee back to the mat to meet the right. Go ahead and cross the ankles, sit over the hips. Bring the feet to the front of the mat. And from right here, slowly recline onto your back. Relax the muscles of the face, pulling the shoulders back gently. You can let the feet hang out to either corner or either side of the mat. Hands on either sides of the hips, palms facing up. And just relaxing the jaw, removing the tongue from the top of the mouth. Just letting the mind and the body kind of take rest here in Shavasana. So from right here, you can stay for as long as you want. If not, you can actually just kind of staying here as long as you want, and then whenever you feel ready, going back up. If this is where you decide to end your practice, thank you guys again for joining me for day number 7. Go in peace. Namaste.